2,000 leads a month, 12 closed deals. And the marketing team, they're throwing a party because they hit their MQL target. Meanwhile, sales is on a Slack thread titled, "These leads are garbage." And they're absolutely right. So why is your marketing team celebrating a number that has nothing to do with revenue? And more importantly, what should they be measuring instead? Today, we're going to answer that, and I'm going to walk you through the 3 changes that actually fix this. They're all free. None of them require new software. And I promise, they will boost your revenue. So here's what happens. If you've run campaigns for more than about 6 months, you've probably lived this. Leadership walks in and says, "We need more leads." So marketing does what marketing does. They go with broader targeting, shorter forms, bigger budget, and volume goes up. Sales gets excited for about 48 hours, and then the calls start. They're telling you these leads aren't real. Nobody's picking up the phone. They're asking you if you just bought a list. Marketing points to their dashboard. "We hit our number." Sales points to the pipeline. "Well, we didn't hit ours." And here's the thing. They're both telling the truth. They're just measuring completely different things. I've been running performance marketing campaigns for 15 years, and I've made every version of this mistake. I've also seen what happens when you fix it. If you run campaigns or manage a marketing budget, hit subscribe. This channel is about making lead gen actually work, not just look good on a slide. First, let's talk about the metric. Most marketing teams report cost per lead, CPL. And CPL is great at one thing, making bad campaigns look good. Here's why. A $30 lead from a Facebook quiz and a $300 lead from a targeted LinkedIn campaign look very different in a CPL report. One looks 10x more efficient. Obvious winner, right? But if the $300 lead closes a $50,000 deal and the $30 lead never answers the phone, which one was actually cheaper? The metric that answers that question is CPR, cost per revenue dollar. It's the total marketing spend divided by total revenue from marketing sourced deals. It's simple math, and it changes everything. I'll put the full formula in a calculation walkthrough on my website. The link's in the description. But here's the short version. Pull last quarter's total marketing spend, pull revenue from deals marketing sourced, divide. Under 30 cents, you're in strong shape. Between 30 cents and 50 cents, healthy, but you've got some room to improve. Over 50 cents, something needs attention. And over 70 cents, stop spending until you've figured out what's broken. Here's what gets me about cost per lead. A marketing team was reporting a $45 CPL. They were celebrating, high fives all around. Their dashboard looked beautiful. Then someone finally calculated their CPR. Turns out they were spending 72 cents to generate every dollar of revenue. That's a 28% margin before you pay for literally anything else. They shifted budget to channels with a higher CPL, but a lower CPR. Revenue went up 34% on the same budget. CPL told them they were winning. CPR, it told them the truth. Okay, second fix, your forms. I know, reduce form fields is the oldest advice in marketing, but I'm here to tell you it's mostly wrong. Here's why that advice got so popular. Somebody ran an A/B test, removed 3 form fields, conversions went up 40%, and then they went and wrote a blog post about it. That blog post has been cited approximately 10 trillion times since. What they didn't mention is what happened to the quality of those leads. Here's a spoiler. It went into the toilet. Here's the smart counterintuitive move. Form friction is a feature. Every qualifying question you add is a filter. The right kind of friction keeps the wrong people out of your pipeline and out of your sales team's calendar. Here's how to match it. You're giving away a free ebook, name an email. That's it. It's a low commitment offer, so you have a low friction form. A demo request, name, email, company, role, and 1 qualifying question. Like, what's your timeline or what's your primary challenge? 5 fields, maybe 6. The form should match the commitment level of the offer. Here's what's funny about forms. A team added company size and primary challenge to their demo request form. Only 2 fields. And marketing panicked because completions dropped 35%. But here's what happened next. Demo to close rate jumped from 8% to 22%. Total revenue increased 47% on the same ad spend. The leads they lost to friction, those were the leads that were going to waste the sales team's time anyway. Sometimes fewer leads is the strategy. Third change, and this is the one that ties it all together. Align marketing and sales on the same metric, revenue. Actual closed revenue. Here's a system that works. Once a month, marketing and sales sit in a room. You pull the last 10 closed won deals and you reverse engineer them. Where did they come from? What content did they consume? What was their lead score? How long was the sales cycle? Then you pull the last 10 closed lost deals. Same questions. What you'll find is that the signals your lead scoring model values and the signals that actually predict closed deals are not going to be the same. Here's a fun exercise. A fintech company ran this exact analysis. They compared their highest scored leads with their actual closed revenue. The overlap was 34%. What does that mean? It means that 2/3 of their best leads, according to their model, weren't actually closing. And a bunch of their actual revenue was coming from leads the system thought were mediocre. They rebuilt the model based on what closed won deals actually looked like. The SQL to close rate improved by 41%. Your lead scoring model is a hypothesis. Test it like one. That model was probably built during CRM setup 2, maybe 3 years ago. And your market has changed since then. Your ICP has evolved, but your model has stayed frozen. Run the analysis. I guarantee you'll find things that surprise you. I put a step-by-step walkthrough of the closed won analysis process on my website. The link's in the description of this video. So, 3 changes. Number 1, you swap CPL for CPR as your North Star metric. Accept that volume will drop, because I promise, revenue will not. 2, add qualifying questions to your forms. Match the friction to the commitment level of the offer. Go ahead, let the unqualified leads bounce. That's the system working. 3, run a monthly closed won analysis with marketing and sales in the same room. Rebuild your scoring model based on what actually closes, not what looked good when somebody configured HubSpot 3 years ago. None of this requires new tools. None of it requires more budget. It requires your team to stop celebrating volume and start measuring what actually matters. And look, I get it. Telling your CMO we generated fewer leads this month is a tough conversation. But we generated fewer leads and revenue went up 34% is a conversation that changes your career. If this was useful, do me 2 favors. First, drop a comment. I want to hear, what's the worst lead quality disaster you've ever seen? I've got some stories, but I bet yours are worse. Second, subscribe. Next week, I'm breaking down exactly how to calculate CPR for every channel in your mix and build the dashboard that makes it automatic. I also put together a free lead quality audit checklist. It walks you through the exact questions I use when diagnosing a lead quality problem. The link's in the description. Go ahead and grab it.